There's some great scenes. I got white tonight. We've switched it up.
Oh, we switched it up. I cannot even see myself. Am I on?
You are. You're under the bat.
I got a lot of writing going on there, but I can't see myself. Maybe that's a good thing. Woo! Just chased after a dog. How you doing over there?
The nice thing about it is when I download the videos later, then I put them on my website, there's nothing in the way. So
cool.
You can see you and me beautifully.
Well, I've got YouTube on here as well. And we have reconfigured our office to make it into like an easier podcast studio video wise. So that's why you see a different angle here.
Yeah. So Brady wants to know which scene. The shower scene.
The shower scene.
The shower scene. I mean, there's many shower scenes, but there's one in particular that will give you a good...
Wait, so let me ask you something. Did you watch the whole show yet or just those up? Oh, yeah.
I've watched the whole season.
Did you like it?
I did.
Oh, because it didn't get good ratings. So maybe those are some uptight peeps that didn't like it.
Right. Well, yeah. Okay. I watch it for a couple of different reasons.
One is long schlong.
I don't care about his schlong. I love the hot, sensual way that they shot a lot of those scenes. That's, if I were to make a film, that would be how I would film it.
Check. Next.
So I like that. I would like to see less drama because it doesn't have to be. I started off the show tonight talking about that. It's like, if people would learn, if I could have taught those people my oasis, then they would have been able to get through a lot of those transitions and those little bumps in the road without so much strife and anger.
But then it's not good TV.
I know, and
it's boring.
Then people love drama, right?
Well, you don't watch TV to snooze.
More sex, less drama. I mean, I'm all for that, aren't you?
No, I like the drama and the sex.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm not watching boring. It's so funny because my boyfriend Steve always says to me like, this I hate that character. I hate that character, but those are the characters that you want to see. Otherwise, it's boring. The characters that are good are just like, that's just a boring. You need the plot. You need drama. You need action. Otherwise, you might as well just go watch paint peel.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, that's just my take on.
That's not the shower scene we're talking about. Although all the scenes with Billy and Brad were hot, but It's the scene, the shower with Billy or Brad and what's his character? The other character's name.
I don't watch the show. I just watched that one scene, and I was like, "Oh, I'm good. I'm good to go right now."
The husband. Oh, you got it. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm super stoked about the second season because I want to know where they're going to go with it.
Okay, then you like the drama.
Well, yeah, I mean, I like because I'm thinking from a therapist perspective. It's like, all right, how would I be counseling these people? What would I be saying? So that's kind of fun.
So
I like to see people hurting.
I didn't get a chance to say hey to everyone. Hi, everyone. Hey. Sorry, I was a little disheveled. KarenLee what?
KarenLee Potter.
KarenLee Potter. That is me. Yes.
The queen of comedy / sex education / girlfriend time / entrepreneur / writer, published author.
I like to be known as a TikTok queen. Okay, that's all.
All right, I'm gonna write that
down. TikTok queen extraordinaire. Do you think they?
Brad and Cooper. That's right, Brad and Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. I do like him too. So I had a question here. Do you think age has anything to do with it being a problem with me working too much? No.
Wait, what's the question?
I don't know. Do you think age has anything to do with it being a problem?
What?
Anything to do with it being a problem with me working too much?
Well, depends on if you have a partnership, how how if you're balanced,
Right.
you know.
But he's asking specifically, what does age have anything to do with it? I don't think age really has anything to do with it.
No.
Mm-mm.
But are you happy?
Are you happy,
If you're in
Nathaniel?
a relationship, is your relationship solid and thriving?
Nathaniel, is your relationship solid and thriving? You work 60 hours a week, but I mean, a lot of people work 60 hours a week and they have great relationships no matter what the age is. So,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just when you do have time off, make it quality time. Don't be watching a goddamn baseball thing. The baseball game. Don't be watching that baseball game. There's 180 of them. You don't need to watch them all.
So Amanda wants to know how we feel about butt plugs.
I feel pretty good about butt plugs. How do you feel about butt plugs? Amanda, how do you feel about butt plugs?
They're the jeweled ones. They have to be pretty.
They have to be pretty, or she won't try them. Yeah, I mean, is there a question as far as like,
how do you feel about them? How do they feel, or how do you feel about them?
Yeah, and what do you think about butt plugs?
Yeah, she's about to find out. All right, lots of lube, lots and lots of lube.
Wetter is better.
And do some preparation.
Wetter is better. So
wetter is better.
I don't know. Did you have any? I've been gone for several weeks. A little out of it. What was it? Miss Karen, when will Nina be joining you and Cam on the podcast again? Y'all are hilarious. Thank you. I don't know when she'll be on again. I mean, we haven't had guests in a while, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Be honest with you.
We should ask. Do you think we could ask Nina? Just ask her the next time I'm down there and we're hanging out upstairs if she would come over and do this with us.
We could. We could. I'm not sure she's up for that, but we could.
Yeah, just ask. I mean, it never hurts to ask. If you don't ask, you never get the answer, right?
Yeah.
If you see a girl with a butt plug, does that mean she's into anal?
Well, what do you mean if you see a girl with a butt plug? Walking down the street?
Walking down the street.
Here she comes, just walking down the street with her anal plug hanging up for all to see. I have never seen a person walking around with an anal plug. I've never seen that, a butt plug.
Into anal what? Because just because somebody enjoys a butt plug doesn't necessarily mean they want anything else up their butt.
Right. There's all kinds of butt play that she may or may not be into. She may not be wanting. Right. She may not be wanting this up her ass. It's my little friend. This is called a koteka. It covers. I think it's from Papua New Guinea. Because my parents used to love to travel places, and my father actually gave this to my boyfriend as a gift. Doesn't
like a fertility something or other?
No, it's to cover up. It's a cover to protect the member.
I see what's in there. It's very, very large.
Yes, it is a very large koteka, apparently designed for the very large man. What the heck? Yeah. Anyway. More interesting questions from Nathaniel. Dated younger women, no happiness. Older women, I'm always happy. LOL. So I guess you answered your question for yourself. There you go.
Somebody says anything can be a butt plug if you're brave enough.
That's true. Yeah. There's a purpose for it, though. You don't want to just, if you are planning anal sex, you don't want to just like go in there cold. Yeah, and I love the people that do not recognize the fact that the anal opening is not lubricated. So you do need to use lube there. Right. You can't just, think of it as like.
Don't just shove something in there.
It's not the same thing as the vagina, which lubricates itself.
And I honestly, if you're going to put your penis inside of somebody's butt, because we see a lot of prostate infections from the bacteria that's in the rectum. So you really, it can be really, really, really awful get a urinary tract infection, kidney infection, or prostate infection.
Yeah.
So cover it up, lube it up, and get permission.
And also don't go anal to vaginal. Do not do that.
No.
That's a big no, and you'll get in trouble. And I'll tell on you. No, I'm just kidding. You'll get in trouble.
Somebody's not going to be happy with you.
Yeah. I mean, people don't know that. I mean, you could do that, but just make sure you shower in between with soap and water.
Yeah, I mean, all of our holes have purpose, and they all have different purposes.
So what about the ear? Don't stick your dick in someone's ear.
No. Well, unless you want them to hear you coming.
Oh. Wait, no. What is that? Butt plugs to stop bad air from coming out? No. What? Oh, God. No, it's like in other words, if you're farting, you stick a cork up there. No, that's not what a butt plug is. Oh my God.
You don't want to leave it in for a long time because you'll blow up.
Think about that. The bad air it's like a balloon. It keeps going bigger and bigger and bigger. All right. How did we get on the subject of butt plugs? Oh, thank you, Amanda, for that discussion topic. Anybody else have any wonderful discussion topics? I actually had a thought. This is scary, but I did this a TikTok video with my son Cam, and we asked, what is the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you during sex? So if anybody had an embarrassing story they'd like to share with us, I'd love to hear it. If it involves sticking a dick in the ear, that could be embarrassing too.
You ever fallen off the bed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How funny that you mentioned that. I don't think it was quite a fall. It was kind of like a tumble. It involved New Year's Eve and tequila. How about you?
Well, that's a good night anyway, right?
Is that no? So that wasn't embarrassing as much. It was like, whoa! How did I end up on the floor here?
Hilarious.
Oh, Incognito is in the house. You first.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. So is queefing embarrassing?
Queefing embarrassing for women? Yeah.
Why though?
I don't know why, but it's just like when sounds come out of your body, you can't control and don't expect it. It's always like, where'd that come from?
It depends on like if you're with a person who's extremely adventuresome and doesn't give a shit. It can be it can be embarrassing, but it also could be funny. I always think of things that sound like a fart as funny.
Farts are funny.
Farts are like literally like when my dad was dying, it was the only thing that made us laugh. I mean, he's walking, farting along the way.
Wait, I mean, the humor of farts starts in infancy. Babies are so cute when they fart.
I love when people say, "Oh, he's smiling." No, he's not smiling. He just had gas.
Well, the only reason you'd smile with gas is if you had passed it.
All right, so that has happened to me in a crazy. I will tell an embarrassing story that has nothing to do with sex. It has to do with death of a dog. So my dog, my golden doodle Yogi, we had to put him to sleep because he was really in bad shape and it was his time to go. So I went to the vet at night. The vet who I barely knew because he's in a group veterinary clinic, and I went with my kids and my boyfriend, and we all sat around and each one of us went up to the dog and said our goodbyes to the dog. And as I leaned over to say my goodbye, guess what happened?
You heard it.
The fucking loudest fart. It was mortifying at the same time, hilarious at the same time. It was upsetting because we were putting a dog to sleep. Anyway, that is the first story that comes to mind when you talk about farting. And I defy anybody to top that one because nobody said a word.
Matthew says that it's happened more often than he cares to admit, that he farts when he walks and he's in his 40s.
Matthew, I feel your pain. It's true. And it doesn't get better.
It's like a musical walk.
Yeah, it's like you have a little percussion session going on back there.
Oh my God, how did we get on this topic?
Who the hell brought up farting anyway? Oh, that was me. No. That's what ultimately killed him. That is what ultimately killed him. When I leaned over and made that loud fart, that's it. He dropped dead immediately. Went up to doggy heaven to get away from me. You ever hear your dog's fart or smell your dog's fart? Oh my God.
Well, yeah, they're usually SBDs.
Yes, they are. Anyway, welcome YouTubers that just joined me.
Musical walk of shame.
Yeah. It's fun farming, LOL. What does that mean? It's fun farming. You mean fun farting? Oh, fun farting. Yummy Tufu said. Right, yummy Tutu said it's fun farting too. It depends. Sometimes it's not fun. Sometimes it's
maybe that's what the tutu stands for. SBD, silent but deadly.
Yeah. I never experienced
a cat. When cats fart, they run. So when all of a sudden your cat just takes off running, it's like they've left the building and they leave it with you.
That's so nice of your cat to do that for you.
My daughter used to do that to me at the grocery store. She'd fart and then run.
Oh, that's just so lovely. I don't like when
leave it there with me.
Also, I don't appreciate when someone else is driving the car and they fart and they seal the car with the window so you can't even open up the window. I don't know who would have done that to me. Oh, what's that called? Hotboxing? Hotboxing?
I don't know. It's not good.
Hello to all of you on YouTube. How are you? Glad everyone is doing well there. Everyone likes my fart stories. Okay, let's keep going with those. So anyway, back to embarrassing stories. All you people on right now, anybody got a good embarrassing story? Hello to you. Oh, Whitening Touch. I just met her. She's got a great product. She will come to you if you're in the Los Angeles area or even in California, I'm not sure what area, and she will whiten your teeth. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
I just had mine done.
You know what? They look really white.
That's what happens when you whiten the teeth. And I got all my buttons on.
I didn't know you had buttons on.
Because I did Invisalign.
Oh, I did not know that.
You didn't see them? They've been on there for years.
They've been invisible. I didn't know. I guess Karen should have put a butt plug in before going to the vet. Thank you. Yes, I should have.
There you go. Do they make butt plugs for dogs?
If they did, I'm buying them. That's a very, very good idea. Oh, apparently you got the Whitening Touch likes the person that did yours.
Yeah.
Wait a second. A butt plug before going to the vet is a hilarious comment.
That is.
Hotboxing is smoking in a car with the windows up.
Wearing their butt plug? Well, you'd blow it out.
What? What?
If you farted when you had your butt plug in, you could hurt someone.
Yeah, it could be like a dart.
Man killed by flying butt plug.
Wait, King Ponzi says, so a woman can't fart when wearing a butt plug? What do you mean a woman only? By the way, butt plugs can be for men. They're not just for women. They it's like a unisex thing.
They're unisex.
They're unisex.
A blow dart. A blow fart.
All right. I also have vomited during sex. Okay. Anything else you'd like to know about me?
Really? Oh my
God. That was during my college day. I actually talked about it, I believe, on the last podcast episode. Sex Talk on My Mind.
That's not good.
I was inebriated in a car. We had parked. We were not driving anywhere. And I was also like 19 or something. And I puked, opened the door, puked, and then went back to fucking. That's when you know you got a good partner.
Hey, that's like you're like a power woman. Just power through.
No one, you know what? The show must go on. There's no.
Right.
I would like someone to. Oh, here we go. We got an embarrassing story here. The most embarrassing sex story is being in a missionary position, and the girl accidentally burps, and the smell was horrifying. Oh God! Oh my God, Brady, that sounds vile. I think I'm gonna puke right now. First of all, my dog just puked in the other room, and I didn't clean it up. Now I have to talk about this shit. Come on. Excuse me while I go get some Pepto-Bismol.
We're gonna call this episode of Wild Women with Wine Gross Out Wild Women with Wine.
The grossest stories ever. Hot boxing is smoking in a car with the windows up. That's your definition. My definition is farting in the car with the windows up. And smoking at the same time would be pretty deadly.
Right.
The tingling in the back of the throat makes puking a thing. Oh, is that what? Yeah. Well, we're not. Okay, so I see what you're saying. I don't know. You're talking about something else. Good evening, David. Okay. What are the stories?
Badges turned on.
Your badges are turned on. Buy some badges.
So, do you know what time you came in?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't even know what day of the week it is. I know it's Thursday, but I have no idea. I think it's the 29th. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate compliments. Very nice. I feel like the right side of my face is dark because I moved the light over to the left side. Just throwing it out there. If you like this, put thumbs up. If you guys like this, give us some hearts and love.
Yeah, I'd like some love.
This woman she needs some loving. She spent a lot of time on her teeth and they look great. She doesn't have any compliments on her teeth. I appreciate that. Anyway, other embarrassing stories. Well, I haven't heard one from you, Madame. Really?
Let me think about that.
All right. While she's thinking, if anybody else has something, I don't have any money to give you tonight because I ran out of my funds in my checking account, but I got you next week, sweetie. That is so kind. I appreciate that. That's very sweet. Cheers to you, David.
I mean, I've had a lot of embarrassing moments in my life, but I don't know that I've had a lot during sex.
Oh, that's interesting. Maybe you have, you just don't think anything. We get away with a lot during sex. So
maybe it's I just don't get embarrassed during sex because I figure, anything could happen. I don't know. Maybe.
So wait a second.
I've heard of some really embarrassing things. But.
Oh yeah. So what does this mean? Oh, I've heard about some again on our podcast. We've interviewed guys that have done anal sex and pulled out and shit went all over the place. That could be embarrassing. What does this say here? A-list incognito. Once I only managed to have sex for 3 hours straight. I was so embarrassed. Okay.
Bullshit.
I don't know what kind of porn you've been watching, but no woman of any age is going to want to have sex for 3 hours straight. That's not embarrassing. That's downright fucking annoying.
Okay, wait. What? Wait, because we have to define what is sex.
Oh, Dutch oven.
So
right.
I think that there's too many people that still think that sex is putting a penis inside of a vagina and doing this or this or this.
Any other?
Or this.
Okay. Oh. Or this.
Or that. So that isn't sex. That's penetrative experience.
So that's what he meant. He meant he was massaging for an hour and a half, spent another half hour kissing her up and down, putting rose petals all over her. And then he spent about 15 minutes, maybe 5 minutes having penetrative sex.
Maybe 3 on a good day.
3 minutes, come on.
Yeah. Unless you're like 18 well, maybe 16 or 18, or you've taken Viagra, it's really tough to keep a boner for 3 hours straight.
Not for A-list incognito. He's the man among men here. You have date women in their 60s in New York City. That's commendable.
Oh my God, all the way into their 60s?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You would be embarrassed? So yeah, Dr. Nancy has no embarrassing sex stories, but if you do and want to share them, we promise we will say only fun, good things about the story you tell, because nothing really embarrasses us. Literally, I don't think anything embarrasses me ever. I highly get embarrassed because I don't give a shit. All right, so now if you don't have an embarrassing story, how about this? Another question. I went away for the weekend and I decided to ask my friends this question because they're all over 50 and some even are over 60, Steve. Anyway, yeah, some old cockers like myself are over 60. And I would old cockers. So I have a question. The question is, if you were to tell a 20-something-year-old person one piece of advice, what would it be?
I only get one?
One. I did a video and gave two, but one. You can do two. You could do three. You can do as many as you want. What is one piece of advice you'd give a 20-something-year-old person? Hopefully 25 and up, because then before that the brain is not that great. It's not fully functioning.
Be patient.
Be patient.
Be patient.
That's the one piece of advice.
Don't rush where you think you should be, who you think you should be, what you think you should. Don't should on yourself.
Get that should out of your vocabulary. I like that.
Yeah.
That is not what I thought you would say.
Oh, I shocked you.
You shocked me.
I like to be surprising.
I had some very interesting comments, which of course I can't recall, but they are on the podcast. From male, the men were saying different stuff than the women. A lot of the men were saying, "Don't work so hard. You miss out on a lot of things in life." A lot of them said, "Marry for money."
Get love later.
Where the women were saying, live life to the fullest. Don't lose yourself. That was me. I also think it's really important to follow your gut. That I always think that would be something I wish someone had said. Just follow your gut. Your gut is never going to lead you wrong. Whatever your gut tells you to do, that's usually the thing you should be doing. And if it doesn't work out that way, you learn from it. That's why I say, follow your gut, your intuition.
Do you think that it requires some kind of guidance as to what the gut sounds like when it talks?
I think it doesn't. I think because we all know it's unfortunate that, like, I really believe in the 4 agreements that we're born with knowledge of what to do, but as we get older, the society puts so much pressure on us that we change what we think is important as children. Things that we would have done as children, we are too embarrassed to do, like farting. So I think it's important to note that you have the inner intuition there. It's just don't let the exterior people in your life tell you to ignore that. Yeah. Okay, so here's a good one from pursue a career, not women. I actually had a woman say that to me. Pursue a career.
Any gender in there. Pursue a career, not another person.
Yeah.
Because the people will follow. I mean, I would make that general.
Yep.
Because too many women pursue men or pursue a husband, and then they get one.
And then they get one. And it can usually. Well, one thing is that I think a lot of women have also said, which I totally agree with, is you don't want to, lose yourself completely in your kids and your spouse, male or female, because you would lose your own identity then. So, yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to look up here all the responses. But
thank you, Megan.
oh, well, of course I can't find it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, because the gut, I think that's why it takes so long for most human beings to learn about how to listen to the gut. You know, you talk to most 25 or 30-year-olds, they're like, I don't know what I mean. And then people, once you get into your 40s and 50s and 60s, you're like, oh, yeah. Because then now I can look back and I can go, okay, I remember that feeling I had, that intuitive sense. I didn't listen.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many people did I interview over the years, and I asked them if when they were signing the marriage certificate, did they think they were doing the right thing? And everyone that I mentioned, everyone that I interviewed who was divorced said, I knew at the time I was signing that document that it was the wrong thing. They knew it.
Yeah.
Your intuition told you it's the wrong thing, but you go ahead and do it anyway. Okay, so I found the answer.
We got more badges. Thank you. I didn't see that. Thank you, Brady.
Okay, so
thank you for the compliment, Dirty South.
One of the guys said, care about what people think, which is interesting because I always think it's complete opposite. I think you don't give a rat's ass what people think.
Right.
Unless you're hurting somebody, which you should care then. Women said, accept yourself the way you are.
Yeah.
Accept yourself the way you are. Don't, like, I didn't when I was like 18 or 19. I was like, I have a big ass and I'm trying to lose weight in my ass. Now that big ass is popular and I don't have that ass anymore. You can't win for losing.
Well, whatever you have will be popular probably at some point in your life. So just relax.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
And think what happens when it gets popular? Nothing,
exactly. You're the same person.
Nothing happens. You don't all of a sudden become ridiculously wealthy. You don't feel more loved. You don't feel better about your life or yourself. You got to do that regardless.
Yeah, like I'm literally in shorts. It was 90 something degrees in Wisconsin where I was. And this girl's like, I can't wear shorts. And I'm like, why? She goes, because I got cellulite on my legs. I'm like, who gives a shit? She's like, look at this. And she's showing me her cellulite. I'm like, who cares? You're a grown woman. You've had a full life. What do you care if your cellulite is showing or not? And anyway.
Okay, so we're getting some. I gotta address these. Don't get married. Don't get married. Don't get married till you're 45. All right, listen. Let's have a conversation about this.
All right. What do you have to say about this?
Well, why would you be thinking about getting married or not getting married when there's no person in your life that you'd want to marry or not marry?
Right. It really.
I mean, get over I have a goal. You know, I got to check that off my list. Get over that. Stop it. There's no pattern. There's no rule that says you have to get married or you don't have to get married or marriage is bad or marriage is good. That's all bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Just be the best person you can be. You'll attract the best person for you. And if it happens that you guys really like each other and you're 2 or 3 or 4 or 7 years down the road and you still really like each other and you're attracted to each other and you can get into each other's space and you're not beating each other up or have deal breakers, maybe marriage seems like it'd be kind of cool, right? Maybe marriage seems like it would be a nice addition to what you have. But it's not a goal to get married or to not get married. Stop it.
Should we go over to my...
Yes, we should.
Okay, it's time for us. It's time to go onto my page because we're going to discuss completely different topics. I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Probably we're going to continue where we left off.
So we will be over there for 35 minutes.
Okay, 35 minutes more. You guys want 35 minutes? YouTube, stay where you are.
You want 35 more minutes of us?
And here we go.
We need some thumbs up.
I just got to remember. Whatever. I just have to remember to put the badges on.
Yeah. or we have to do it again like I did today.
All right, here we go. We'll see you guys back in KarenLee Potter Instagram now.
All right, bye.
Why do I still see her? All right, so now I got to figure out how to do this without screwing up. Let's see. Wait, what the hell? No. What's going on in YouTube world? Oh, someone's in the house already. You guys are good at following directions. I'm very impressed with that. Very impressed. Now, where the heck is Nancy? I, of course, did forget to turn the badges on, but now I turned them on. Hi to everyone. Hey, Megan. What is up, you guys? Do women think BBC is wanted more these days by women in general? I don't know. I have never taken a poll. What happened to I'm waiting for Nancy right now. Nancy. She's supposed to come onto my live stream, but she has not done that, or I can't find her. Where is she? Thanks, Amanda. That was very sweet of you. Geez, we earned a badge. Yay. Now I lost Nancy. The British Broadcasting Channel. Yeah, are you talking about the British Broadcasting Channel? Because I definitely think that there's a possible, people are more interested in the British Broadcasting. Oh, look at people are trying to get in touch with each other here. I don't know what happened. What do you think I should do? I can't find Nancy. Oops, I can't find her. Where is she? She got a little, oh, I know that. We were making it funny. All right, so do you guys have any words of wisdom where are you, Dr. Nancy? Exactly. You're back. I'm glad everyone is back. Thank you very much. My mom says hi. We're watching together. She thinks you're gorgeous. Thank you, Mile High. Well, now, wait a second. Nancy Sutton Pierce is trying to join. Should I let her join? Okay, I'll let her join. Is she here? I thought I let her. Oh, she is here.
Hi.
Did you have difficulty?
Well, I was trying to, you know how you have to finish up the video and all that, and then because all these things were happening, I lost it, so I don't know where I'm going to find it. So.
It'll archive. Don't you worry, because I've done that many times. We got one badge already. Thank you very much, Amanda.
Thank you.
And I forgot to turn the badges on immediately, so I had to go off and on again. So just in case you're wondering, they make it very difficult.
I actually sent them a note, and I need you to do the same thing. Everybody needs to send Instagram a note and say, make badges on be the default.
Yeah, they don't want that. Anyway, thank you all for joining us again.
Thank you, Brady.
For those of you, thank you, Brady. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Dr. Nancy Sutton Pierce and I, KarenLee Potter, we do a show every Thursday night called Wild Women with Vino Wine. And thank you for the compliments. And in order to show support, even though it's a little bit of money, it just makes us feel good that you guys are supporting us by buying badges. It's fun. We get all excited and we jump up and down. And Nancy does all kinds of calisthenics because she's very limber. Limble. She's very limble. I'm very limble right now with my lips. Anyway.
So I have to address this. So whoever this is, who's this MLADEN Kikas?
I don't know MLADEN.
Maladen Kikas? All right. Calling someone a BBC is racist. Racist? Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Well, it started over here on mine. It started over here on YouTube.
Don't say that to somebody.
Well, we thought it was the British. What do we think, Megan? British. broadcasting company.
Right. Yeah.
I'm drinking
That's
wine
not
over
what
at my
this
mom's
brings
house
to
using
me.
her hot tub. Woo, baby. Enjoy
Nice.
my high life. We got a
I
mother.
should take you out the hot tub with me.
Is that a mother, daughter, mother, son? Who's in the hot tub? We want to know. I love that when I see like adult and their children talking about awkward, uncomfortable things comfortably, it makes my day. I love
Yeah.
it. I freaking
I
love
make
it.
my kids uncomfortable all the time.
I told my kids I'd been embarrassed when they were like maybe 10 years old. I said, one of my kids said, "You're embarrassing me." And I said, "For the rest of your life, I will be embarrassing you. My goal in life is to embarrass you for the rest of my life."
Yeah. So somebody says, all right, you guys have been married. What are your thoughts on marriage?
That's a very good question.
Thank you for that question.
You want to go for, I think you kind of answered it already, but you want to like in 2 sentences or less discuss what your summation?
Yeah. You want me to be quick? Is what you're saying?
I'd say be brief because we kind of discussed it already, but I would say like we can address it real quick.
Well, I'll express it through a story because I was married before, and then I met Mike, who is my now husband, and we just created this amazing relationship, and it was going on and on, and it got better and better, but I was never getting married again. Just was not going to get married again. I didn't like that idea of marriage. I felt trapped in a marriage. I was abused in a marriage, so I didn't like the idea of marriage. We were together 7 years, and he asked me to marry him, but the only reason that he asked me was because I had agreed that I trusted him enough to merge money.
Oh.
And because I was never going to do that again either. Mm-hmm. And so, but that was for him a big sign that I really trusted his character. And he had trusted mine all along, but he was just waiting for me to trust him. Mm. And so we had 3 kids already from other marriages that were already preteens. So we got married. We were both shocked at how much better our relationship became.
Really?
Will you ask him? To this day, we both say it blew us away because I wouldn't have ever said that marriage would make a difference.
Interesting.
But for us, it was like it put us in the same boat. You know, it put us in the same. You know, we were on the same team, and we've been together 35 years, and it just keeps getting better.
That's her story. My story is, I think that marriage has a place maybe especially if you're having kids. I don't know. It just makes it a little easier to be like married, I guess. But the truth is that now that I'm single, I prefer to be single. I prefer, even though I'm in a relationship, committed relationship, I just feel like it's
unmarried. Yeah.
Unmarried. I don't see any purpose to having that certificate. I know too many people who had a lot of trouble getting divorced and still aren't divorced, and they've been trying to get divorced for years. And I feel like for me, it's like I want to be there because I want to be there, not because there's a certificate holding me there. So that's why I said I can probably answer this very quickly. But what are all the listeners or the viewers say about this? Anybody pro marriage or against marriage or?
I think what you said has so much weight though, because it's like, what stage are you in life?
Yeah.
You know, how does marriage fit into your image of what your life should be and what your little society needs from you and what you feel most comfortable doing and that kind of thing.
Right. When we were
stop girls to think, oh, I'm just going to grow up and get married. You know,
that is what I was going to say. When we were growing up, I mean, there was no options. You are looking for you go to college, you're looking for a husband, and then you become a wife. And I don't like that title. I like to be me. I got to be me. Sorry.
The only reason my mom supported my becoming an RN wasn't because she thought I had any desire to do anything positive with the world. It's to have a backup in case my husband left me.
Oh, and also probably for you to meet a doctor.
No, because it was all about backup.
Backup plan. Anyway, like mother, like daughter. I don't know what these things mean. I'm here with my mom and I'm her son. Oh, cool. Very interesting. Do you listen and you listen to the podcast? That's tremendous. Stepdad is out of town for work. We have the house all alone to ourselves. That's very sweet.
I think Megan's that's awesome. 8 years with a partner.
Megan,
she's not against it. She doesn't want to merge finances and don't need it to feel like their relationship is fulfilling. I think that's wonderful.
Megan's got a very open-minded relationship with her significant other, and I think
a lot of younger couples are doing that, and I'm support it 100% because it's especially with people that are high income earning. Marriage is messy.
Yeah, it is, and it can really turn like hostile, and I've seen some. And again, you're just looking at the reality of it. It's a long-term commitment. Hello to you, Rob.
Consider each other best friends. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
You better.
Got to be your best person. Yeah. Your favorite person. If your spouse isn't your favorite person, something's not working very well.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, there was a lot. Should spouses consider each other? We already talked about that. I'm a little behind you. What else? Let's see. So we're on marriage. How do we get to about marriage? Somebody asked that question?
Yeah. What do we think about marriage?
Okay. So I guess
it's like Mae West said, when it's good, it's very, very good. But when it's bad, it's very, very bad.
I love Mae West quotes. What's my other quote from her? A good man is hard to find, but a hard man is good to find.
Yes.
Of course, I like that quote better than the other one. All right. What's going on with my YouTube peeps over here? The only questions we have are about BBC, and that's boring. Let's get some questions going. Let's get some thoughts going. And if you have any questions that you want to discuss, don't be shy. 54321. Ask that damn question. You got a renowned sexologist on here. You've got a crazy lunatic TikTok craze queen here. Ask any question you want. You want to know about TikTok? Ask a question. You want to know about podcasting? Ask me a question. You want to know about everything else in life, including what is that? Karate? What do you do? I forgot. Martial arts?
Yeah.
Marriage is awesome, but hard to be open about past experience and how you still would like to explore pleasures, and the other is not open to it. Okay, I got a lot to say about that.
You and me both.
Okay.
I teach classes on how to talk about that.
Yeah. It's super important that you are open. If you're not open and the relationship is once you're holding shit back, you're going to explode. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Wait, what the heck? What does it say? Add moderator. What the heck? I don't know what this means.
But you also have to be in a relationship that's trustworthy.
Right.
You have to know that your partner's not going to hold what you say against you or thrust it back at you as a weapon later. That's one of the first conversations to have is, if you want me to be honest with you,
I got to feel safe.
You have to be mature enough to handle my honesty.
Yeah, and you got to feel safe too.
Yeah, you can't weaponize it. Yeah.
Don't weaponize it.
One time and you close the door. Slam.
What?
Bam.
That's it. She ain't pussyfooting around, so to speak. Do you guys have any questions that you'd like to ask us? And if so, let's do it, because that's what we're here for. We're here to answer questions and to have a little fun and to drink a little wine. So cheers. Toast to you.
I'm going to cut through. I didn't pour much wine tonight, but we're going over a little bit. So we do have badges, so you can buy badges and support our habit.
Support our wine. Yeah, I feel like we should be sponsored by Naked Wine, since I drink so much of their wine when I'm doing the show.
And I'm naked so often, so why don't we?
I'm naked so often. Unfortunately,
So
you're
I'm
not
naked
naked
and
on
we drink a
camera
lot
so
of
often.
wine, so
Silly question.
best
Best wine
wine.
you've Oh,
You know, when I have you ever gone wine tasting like in the yeah. So every time I've gone wine tasting, it's like the last wine
is the
which
best.
is usually the most expensive.
Yes.
Is always the best.
Yes. I was dating this guy who knew wine, and he was in the wine club, and he would always like pour these unbelievable wines. And I learned a lot about wine and got totally into it. And then when we broke up, damn, I missed that wine. Not him, the wine.
Right. Yeah. So why do you say that, incognito? It's like,
yeah, because we like wine, we need to go to AA. Because he's trying to be funny, and usually he is.
That's not funny.
Oh, see, there you go. Megan says, "Why are you gonna be so rude?"
Megan, we'll just leave it up to you to smack him down.
Oh, she'll just have her attack possum go at him. She's got. Oh, okay. Why should a divorced man go back in the dating world with a woman experiencing menopause? Serious question. Not being a jerk. Stopping and using lube every 5 minutes is a pain. Well, now you know why you're. I'm going to say something. I am Detroit, and I don't want you to take it the wrong way, but that is why you're divorced.
Yep.
I hate to say that. If you aren't able to be in love with a person throughout all their medical needs or all the different parts of their life, then you're not supposed to be in a marriage, or you're not even supposed to be having. I wouldn't think. This guy. Okay. He said, "Why?" This is Ion Detroit. No. His name is Ion Detroit.
What's his name?
Ion Detroit. He's probably from Detroit. Okay. He said, "Why should a divorced man go back into the dating world with a woman experiencing menopause? Serious question. Not being a jerk. I'll beg to differ. Stopping and using lube every 5 minutes is a pain. Oh, so sorry. So sorry. It's so terrible to use lube to make the partner feel comfortable."
Let me ask him this. Who told you that sex was supposed to be just convenient for you?
Let's just stop and think. Who told you sex is supposed to be convenient for you?
Because they lied.
They lied.
They lied to you. They lied.
Maybe nobody told him that, and maybe he just doesn't want to stop every 5 minutes and use lube. If it's so difficult to stop every 5 minutes and use lube, you should not be having sex.
Or maybe you should find other ways to please her instead of just putting your dry cock in her body.
Yeah, I understand. We're throwing that back on you, and it may not be that she's experiencing menopause. It may be that you're not turning her on.
It's not turned on.
He may not be. She may not be turned on because you're only thinking about you. And I wouldn't.
Oh, that's so aggravating when men like that blame the woman for their inconvenience. Holy crap.
I mean, seriously, if that's the biggest problem that you have with this woman, then you don't deserve to be with her.
No.
I mean,
she could do better.
If she could do better. What is why do you say you're not being a jerk? I mean, I understand. Yeah. You are being a jerk.
Well, he knew he was being a jerk. That's why he had to say that.
He said, "Why is the idea of a man dating a younger woman talked down by older women? Are you all threatened, Are you all threatened by younger ladies?" Okay, first of all,
Bowman's name is David. Is that what you
said? Yeah. Oh, bye, David.
Have a good night. So Megan's like, yeah. I mean,
okay.
It's like, really?
All right. He has now asked a couple questions, and I'm going to try to answer them respectfully. Why is the idea of a man dating a younger woman talked down by older women? So in other words, like, why are we? He's assuming I'm talking down to someone who's dating younger. I would never do that because I'm dating younger. Why would I talk down to a man about dating younger when I'm dating younger? So I first of all would like to know who is talking down to you. I mean, no one's talking down to, Billy Joel. And there's a lot of men out there that are dating younger, like Alec Baldwin. I mean, to name a few, there's a lot of very famous people out there that are dating younger. No one says a damn word, and there's a lot of huge age gaps going on. It's usually the other way around, to be honest with you. That people talk down
you can only get away with dating younger if you have a younger spirit.
Right.
And you're not an old curmudgeon. But if you're an old curmudgeon, nobody younger is going to be interested in you.
Well, I think he's just sensitive about this. Now, I don't know why, but and then he said, "Are you all threatened by younger ladies?" I'm not at all threatened by a younger lady because I've written a book on dating younger men, right? Because most of the guys that have talked to me are guys that don't want younger women their age. They want older women. Why? For many reasons.
We've both been younger women, and we know how much better we are now.
Secondly, he says, because older women is very sensitive about their aging body issues. That's why I try to set that I'm not being a jerk. Oh, that's why you're trying to. So you're saying that because older women are sensitive about their aging body issues, you don't want to be with them. I don't know. I don't know what to say. You caught me. You shut me up over there. I don't know where to begin on that because it's. What do you mean aging body issues? What are you? Some Superman that doesn't age?
I'm gonna go get a little more wine. I think I need a little more wine.
She's going to get wine while she left me to deal with this shit. No, I mean, what are you? Then you can say that the women are having aging body issues, and what bothers me in general is that when you're with a person, you're with them, whether they're sick or whether they're hungry or whether they're happy or whether they're sad, you're with them for many reasons, right? Not just to be with them during the happy, perfect times when they're completely wet all the time. I mean, after a while, you're going to have to skip to, you'll be having a Rolodex of women. It was very twisted. The channel is.
Okay, I'm back. I have an idea.
All right, wait.
He needs to buy and read the book. She Comes First.
Now he thinks that was very twisted of what I just told him, and that this channel is trash. LOL.
Oh,
so he's not going to go buy Ian Kerner's book. He just wants us to say, yes, older women suck. We have vaginal dryness every 5 minutes, and we need lube. And you should go find younger women because they're going to all love you because you are not an aging person. You're just a Superman.
The problem is, a lot of aging men haven't a clue about women and women's bodies and what pleases women. They've been just using women to masturbate with. So he needs to wake the hell up and realize that he needs to become a better lover.
Or
open up your mind and become an amazing lover.
How about this? If he's so into the younger women, go for them. I'm sure they'll love him. Especially if he's got a lot of money. If he don't got a lot of money, I doubt they're going to be into him for very long.
Because younger women are all about the orgasm. They know what their bodies want. They're going to be more demanding, and he's not going to be able to put up with that.
Or you'll find younger women who aren't at that stage yet, unfortunately, and he can continue to use them to masturbate with. Anyway, I'm going to go on because I don't like anybody to say this channel is trash because that's just downright disgusting. And you're acting like a spoiled little brat.
He's always saying that because he's an entitled old fart.
You're an entitled old fart, as per Nancy, and I have worse things to say than that. Okay, Taylor.
I was trying to be publicly correct.
We were in this has been wild women and farting stories. So why not? Why do some women say yes when you ask them out, but never make plans for it when you ask them when? Because you're dating young women who are kind of goofy. They like to play games. Do you like to be in control or let the younger man be in control? That's a question. I think it's not like one or the other. I think it just depends on your mood. For me, what do you think?
Switch it up.
Switch it up, baby. What do you think? And why did you ask the question? Rough Rider.
I don't think anybody. I think very few people are all or not all or one. It's like it depends on who you're with and what kind of mood you're in. And I mean, sex is about being playful. and it's about being experimental and exploratory and making it making it fun. And so sometimes you want to role play, sometimes you don't.
Well, here, this is another answer to Ian Detroit's. Okay.
All right, this is where incognito, you got my attention this time.
This one says Trump and Melania have a 28-year age gap. So obviously, you know what I'm saying.
Well, that isn't, I wouldn't use them as a guide for anything.
Well, the point is no one says a word about that. No one says a word about that.
Well, only that, I mean, she was a mail order bride. So,
I mean, I'm losing power over here on my YouTube. On YouTube. I'm going to say goodbye to my YouTube fans here. And especially to Ian Detroit for providing us with some good, interesting material to talk about.
Well, wait, because Incognito has some.
Well, no, I'm just saying goodbye to my YouTube. That's it, not my Instagram. I mean, yeah.
I know, but he has some advice for Detroit.
Oh, what is it?
Detroit, he needs a butt plug for his mouth.
I in Detroit, you need a butt plug for your mouth.
Well,